What's up, everyone? Hey, so we recently talked about some different types of exhaust, namely the Nismo, a couple different Nismo types in Kakimoto racing. But today we're actually going to talk about some of the random aftermarket ones. This particular car I'm sitting behind right now is stock 8271, which is currently available on our website. This one has just kind of a generic aftermarket exhaust. We didn't really see any markings on it. If they're there, they were hidden, and we didn't see them. But we're going to take a look at a couple different options here and actually tell you a neat little fact about these exhausts that a lot of people may or may not know. So we're behind a couple more cars here, so you can see some different types of random aftermarket exhausts. Here's another one on this car over here. You see they might differ a little bit in styling. Obviously they'll have a little bit of a different exhaust note when you fire them up. But some different exhaust tips on them, nothing too crazy. But a lot of times, as we mentioned before, that they don't always have a brand name stamped on them. But a lot of times people will look underneath the exhaust and they'll notice a certain label, which we'll show you here in just a sec. So here we are underneath a muffler right now. And you notice it has a marking on it called JASMA. Now an interesting thing is JASMA is stamped on just about every single muffler that comes through that I think we've ever seen. Unless it's a serious cheap knockoff. But JASMA is actually not a brand. What it kind of is think of it as Japan's version of CARB for California. So it basically just says that this exhaust was compliant with Japanese emission standards, for the time. Of course, things may have changed since, and of course, with these being such old cars, they may or may not comply with most emission standards today. For CARB, for example, they do need a lot of retrofitting, which we've explained in previous videos. But this is kind of a neat little thing that we've noticed on a lot of exhausts. So if you see somebody marketing a JASMA exhaust, that doesn't mean much. It's literally just an emission standard for Japan. It is not a brand. But anyway, we hope you found that interesting. Little fact session along with some random exhaust stuff today. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that video and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks for watching.
Montu Motors is thebomb.com.
Would I recommend Montu Motors? Absolutely.
I would definitely recommend Montu Motors.
Absolutely, I'd recommend Montu.
I couldn't be happier with my purchase from Montu Motors.